Welcome everyone to another episode of Time for BL. This is the podcast where we review movies, TV shows, novels, and comics, all in the boys love genre. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to say goodbye to Vice Versa with episode 12. So in the last episode, our boys found each other and we were all very happy. In this episode, we saw in the preview there's going to be some kind of universal hop again. I hope not, because my man Tele was able to fix everything that Tess did to his life in 2 years. He was able to fix all the crap that Tess did to his life. Tess can't go back in this man's life, and he's about to mess up everything Tele did for him. I just know it. Ooh, they wake up in bed. All right, let's go. They can't do this to us right off the bat. Please say this is a joke. Please say he's joking. No. Oh God, don't do that to me. I was really scared because Tess is on site for everything he did. Okay, he's telling him to go brush his teeth before he can kiss him. So I'm waiting for the J-Dent toothpaste ad at this point. Like, I'm just waiting for them to be brushing their teeth. Ah, there we go. J-Dent. What did I say? I knew this was coming. Jimmy has abs. I didn't really notice before, but I do notice now. Jimmy got some abs. Oh God, and he's putting the toothpaste on the toothbrush for him. And it's in both. Is it in both universes? Did they show Jaden in both universes? They most likely did. That's what I've been doing. Ladies and gentlemen, please note that that is not the proper way to brush your teeth. Hold up. So they wake up at 7:30. He needs to get to work by 10. Is he about to make bread? Doesn't it take like hours to make bread? Like, maybe it's not bread. Maybe it's just, I am confused. And also, that's not the best bread of 2022. The best bread goes to Kin Porsche. The best use of bread goes to Kin Porsche. All right, final episode is crystal clear. I hope this means we're getting a happy, beautiful ending. Oh my God. All right, so he's talking to ARM, the BFB, the company that he got the job at. Remember when he got the job, he died. And then Tess came in his body, lost him the job, all that stuff. So he has come back and he's talking to ARM and he's trying to explain what happened to ARM. He's like, but you're not going to believe me if I tell you. I get it. I don't pass the probation. And ARM says to him, I think I understand. Tele, did you die? Did ARM switch bodies with someone? Did ARM go to the other universe? Oh my God, their universe is one. Okay, a 16-year-old is in the director's body. 16-year-old woke up as a 40-something-year-old man and is living this man's life, doing this man's job, running this man's company. And Tess, it all comes back to Tess, did nothing. Tess, on site. Ooh. But also they have a group here and they have the same room, but you know, in their world it was where friend credits would meet, but in this world it's where the people who've traveled to the different universe meet. Interesting. You would think that each group would tell the other group, like, you know, if you traveled back, oh yeah, in our universe this is where we meet, so when you go back make sure you go to this place so that you know you know where to meet. Like, I'm talking about people who travel back to their universe, like, yeah, I was able to find the group in your universe, this is the address of the place, so make sure you remember that, you know, that kind of thing. You'd think they'd do that as well, so that they could, you know, keep surrounded by people who understand them. Because that will make you go crazy. You travel to a different universe? No one is gonna believe you. You sound crazy. So having a group of people who know exactly what you went through because they're experiencing it or they have experienced it. Oh, yeah, let's get back to this group therapy. I also love, now that they've switched universes, how everything is different because, Tess is rich and Tin is like, the regular everyday man. But in this one, Pwen is rich and Talay is the everyday man, and someone was watching them, of course. Of course. Of course. Pwen is rich, so of course this was gonna come out in the public. Of course. Oh my gosh, he's famous. Of course. Everybody's gonna... Oh, this is making me miss the other universe. Because remember, one of the things they said in the other universe, no one cares. Oh, now I miss the other universe for them. Pwen is so corny though. Like, first of all, buying out a restaurant so that they can spend time together. That's actually kind of romantic. But the whole we gotta wrap our hands around each other to drink. He is so corny and such a romantic, and it's so adorable. Finally getting to see him, woo and flirt and date the way he's wanted to, but he couldn't because he couldn't afford to. And now we're getting to see how he truly is, how he wants to spoil the person he's with. And I actually really like that. Oh my god. Okay, so it just went from really sweet, the two of them on their date, him giving him a friend credits shirt and a friend credits folder, and it's a very adorable, to him going on a talk show. And I'm just like, was he not prepped for this? Did the show not go to the company and say, hey, these are the things we want to ask your artist? Especially if you're going to drop a bombshell like a picture trending on Twitter. Because you want to make sure you stay in good graces with the artist, with the company, to make sure they keep sending their people to be interviewed by you. This is the thing about talk shows. A lot of those interviews and stuff, the artist and the artist company had already pre-approved everything. Even if the artist doesn't know exactly what's going to be asked of them, they kind of have an idea of what everyone is going to go over, so they can kind of prepare for it. Or the company knows what's going to be gone over, so that the company can approve it and say, yeah, we're okay with this, we're not okay with this, based on the artist's image and what they want to be presented of their artist. So I get that this is a TV show and they're just exaggerating things, but in real life, any interview show is gonna want to make sure the company okays this, or at least knows, hey, we're gonna be talking about this because this leaks online, because they want to make sure that this company continues to send their artists to be interviewed by them. So that bombshell dropping on a live, oh my gosh, I hope Pwen gets up and just walks out. I would never want to go back on their show again. What? And I really thought the person who took the picture was just gonna sell it to a tabloid, because a tabloids is the same thing. When you sell stories to tabloids, they're also going to call the company hey, we're about to drop this story, so just get ready. And then they put it out there. They give you a heads up, and sometimes it's a quick heads up, sometimes it's a 5 minutes heads up, sometimes it's a day heads up, but they depending, but they gonna let you know, all right, we got a story about it, we're running with it. Sorry. So you're gonna want to get yourself together and get ready for this bombshell. Oh my gosh. And this is why, you see, they've prepped him and told him, hey, we're gonna just be talking questions about the movie, and then they drop this on him beforehand. He's not prepped to answer these questions. They're trying to catch him as quickly as possible. And again, I think this goes back to, if they were in the other universe, this wouldn't be happening. But yeah, this is horrible. If I was watching an interview and they did that to someone, I would be so mad for that person. Like, if this was real life, I'd be like, oh, cancel that interviewer, cancel that show, cancel all of that. We need to cancel culture, but we need to cancel that show. That's how I would be. Because, like, oh gosh, because they've lured him in with this, with a false topic. They said, oh, we're going to talk about the movie. Oh, by the way, tell us about this situation. Like, they're trying to catch him, and the reason why they're trying to catch him is to out him. And oh god, it just, my heart is breaking already. I love that line that the friend just said, because he's like so scared. He's like, I thought you were gonna be mad. You're not mad at me? And she says, why would I be mad? I'm his friend, not the master of his life. So many fans need to hear that. Not friend, sorry. I'm his fan, not the master of his life. You're a fan, not the master of their lives. You can't tell them how to live their lives. You're just there to cheer them on as they live their lives. That's it. That is the perfect line. That is the line I hope people take from this show. You're a fan, not the master of their life. You don't get to control them. You just get to cheer them on. Oh, that was beautiful. And this is what I was afraid of. This is exactly what I was afraid of. Because obviously, Pun's manager hates Tele because of Tess. F you, Tess! On sight! So yeah, he obviously hates Tele because of everything, whatever Tess did. We still don't know yet. And when Pwen wants to call Tele, make sure Tele is okay. You know, Tele is now in gonna be in the middle of a meteor storm. And what does his manager do? Take his phone. You're not allowed to contact him. After everything they've been through, after waiting for a month for him to come back to him, for them to be together again, and then this happens. And it's all Tessa's fault. It's whoever took the picture's fault, but it's all Tessa's fault. And this just, it sucks. It sucks. They're finally together and they gotta wait again. And the fact that it's even affecting his movie is, this is a scandal. He is dating his ex-manager. 2 single men are dating each other. Scandal. Like, oh god. I'm mad. I'm gonna pause this real quick. So I've complained throughout this entire series about the fact that they just use the 1 month later, 1 week later, 1 year later, all that foolishness, and how it could be done in different ways. And I want to say, I think a perfect example of it is actually Love in the Air episode 4. Episode 4, yeah. Because, you know, it's showing different days of, you know, both Payu and Rain doing different things, and both of them checking their phone at different times, and Rain wanting to call Payu or wanting Payu to call him, and Payu missing Rain and wanting to reach out, but he can't do it because he needs to give that space so Payu can focus on school, like all that stuff. And it really showed that longing in between. When we just see 1 week later, we don't get to feel the longing in between. Showing us, even if it's in the way of a montage, just showing like different days of him getting up and looking at his phone, getting up and looking at his phone, and just a different shirt each time, shows at least some longing, and shows that he's really calling or wanting to call, you know, something. There's so many other ways to do it to really show time has passed. And I feel like vice versa has taken a lot of lazy steps instead of really going into a lot of the details that they could have. And maybe they were just like really crunched on time, and that's why they couldn't put in as many details. But I feel like there's so much that could have been done, especially from a studio like GMMTV, that was not done. And it makes me like drop the score of this show for me personally, because there's so much that could have been done. But this show is so awesome. I love it. But I just don't like what I feel like comes off as very lazy, that really could have been filmed, that I feel really could have been done to really express every emotion the show is trying to express. It's a Choco Pie ad. It's a Choco Pie ad. Up. It's up. Up and it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck, then it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck. His name is Tup. Up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck. Oh, please let it be ooh. Please let it be ooh. Oh God, I wonder if he can become friends with the two of them. Tup and two are, they're so sweet. So they saw when Puen was coming in asking for Tale and said there was love in his eyes, so they kind of figured it out. And then said, you can trust us, we'll keep it quiet, we get it, you're dating a famous person. And they're not making it awkward. It's like, we get it, you're dating a famous person, we won't tell anyone that it's like true, just in case, you guys have to deny it or anything like that, but we're cheering you on, we're rooting for you. Oh, that is so sweet. That is so sweet. I love it. I was wondering when the news crew was gonna show up at his house, and people are just taking pictures of him, and oh my gosh, run into your home. Why is he answering the questions? Oh, he's denying it and just saying they were joking around. Okay. I was like, I wouldn't say anything. Actually, this is also what I don't understand. Like, this happens, okay? A relationship has been blown up in the media. There's pictures out there. Why wasn't there a team bringing in Tale and bringing in Puen, sitting them down? It's like, all right, now tell us the truth. Let's hear the truth. Okay, this is what we're going to tell everyone. So you're both on point and you know exactly what to say. All right? A team should have come up with that. You guys are really close friends. You've been friends for a while. And you were just dropping him home from work and y'all were just joking around and because you're really good friends. Just end it there. Oh, we're just the best of friends. End it there. A team should have been coming up with that. Tale shouldn't have to be like surrounded by reporters in front of his home and have to come up with a story on the spot. Oh, like, why wasn't there a crisis team jumping in on this? Like, oh my gosh, like they just took Puen's phone and was like, you're not allowed to contact him. What? Like, I'm just going to other shows. But Lovely Writer, when it came out about Sib and Gus, is that the name of the writer? Anyway, their relationship, what happened? A whole meeting was called and they were told, like, this is what we're gonna do, we're gonna have a meeting, this is what we're gonna say, y'all are just not gonna contact each other for 4 months because that is how long your contract is. And really they were hoping that they would break up and they could extend Sib's contract, and Sib was just like, I am out of there, I'm gonna go get my man. But yeah, like, that's what I would have expected to see. They just took Puen's phone, was like, you can't contact him. Move on. What? I just want to get to a happy ending with these two. This is stressful. Like, oh. Black Inhaler. Every time I see it, all I think about is helicopters. What hurts about situations like this as well, with his manager, so he gets asked the question about work and love, and his manager stops him to show him the video of Tale basically denying the relationship as a way to, of course, make him change his answer, because he knows what the answer is going to be, and is telling him, just forget about this relationship, just sleep on it, don't worry about this. And it hurts because his manager, I'm guessing, is gay. And he is the one saying, don't worry about this relationship. Get away from this. You're famous. You can't be in a relationship like this. And it's like, he is, I just, my heart hurts. Oh, because it's so realistic as well. It's very, like, to me, that is a very realistic situation where you're going to be told by someone who you would expect to understand you the most, oh, just forget about this. Don't do that. Instead, just move on because you can't do that if you want to be in the position you're in. And the person who should have your back, the person who should defend you, the person who you would think would understand you the best. And yeah, that's my boy Plen. Oh my gosh, I love he said screw them, screw everything, screw everyone. I love him and I am not going to let him go. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And yeah, their lives were better in the other universe, honestly. But I love that Talei's friend did that. You know, she put the present, but it was a present. But you know, she gave him a present with a flash drive and decorated it in Talei's artwork so that Plen would know it's from Talei. And filming him while he's drunk, just tell the truth, I just love him so much. I don't want to let him go, but I have to for his career. And then Plen just saying, no, let me tell y'all something. Yeah, was I playing around with him? I was playing around with him because I want him. I want him to be mine. Oh my gosh. I just love the manager's face where he's so mad at him for saying the relationship is real. But oh god, I am so proud of Plen. I am so proud of Plen. Like, if everyone, if they want to, should be able to go public about their relationship without having to deny it or go, though, we're just friends. Just, yeah, we're dating. We're getting to know each other. Leave us alone. Exactly. I love this chick. I love her. She already knows her friend is dating her favorite actor. She already met the dude because she got to give him the flash drive with the confession on it. And she walks in the door, sees him sitting on his boyfriend's family's couch, and is screaming. She is such a true fan. I love her. Hold up. So he's come to the house to ask for the mom's permission to take Talei out of town. And I love the mom's response. You can take him out of town, out of the country, out of the universe. He's already done that, ma'am. They've already taken each other out of the universe. Now it's time to go on their new adventure in this universe. Fingers crossed. Noodles. Let's make noodles. With ham? What are you gonna do? It's, of course, I knew the noodles were coming. I knew it was gonna be noodles. I knew it, but I was still like holding out hope that it would be something like let's do the hot pot or something. I knew what it was gonna be. I don't know why I'm acting surprised. I have no reason to be surprised. What, did he only cook for Talei? What about everybody else? Nobody else getting food? What about his mother-in-law? His mother-in-law has to cook for everybody day in, day out. Feed her. I just want to know if mom and best friend are watching this. Like, mom and Gil are just staring at them like, no, keep going. We're enjoying this. Because they always get lost in each other and forget anyone else is around them. So I feel like that's exactly what's happening. They have to be just watching them like, what about us? Does his eyes hurt with them glasses? How much medicine is in those glasses? I'm like, oh god. I'm like, who? It was everyone watching them eat. He made another hourglass. He made another hourglass, or bought, whatever. It's the same hourglass from before. The prop department just handed it over, but Plen got another hourglass. Just like sand in the hourglass. These are the days of our lives. Stefano! Did y'all grandmother take care of you too? Did y'all stay with your grandmas in the day? Just me? Okay. That's why I love these dramas. I was watching Days of Our Lives and Passions and Bold and the Beautiful. That's the one with the models and Brooke, and yes, Sheila. And I'm going off on something else. Oh my god, it was so beautiful. He never wanted time to pass by again. Oh, I love romantic Pwen. And I love accepting the romance Tilley, like really allowing the romance to flow through him. I was wondering if they were gonna eat cotton candy, because I would too. Like I would eat cotton candy like as just a remembrance of the other universe with the birthday cake and the bread and all that stuff. And they do. Oh, and they went back to the place where Pwen left him. Okay. So instead of like taking us to the other universe, we're finding out Tilley dreams of the other universe. And this is his dreams of what's happening in the other universe, but is it actually what's happening in the other universe? That kind of deal. Yeah. That's what I'm wondering. Is it actually what's happening in the other universe? Because if it is what's happening in the other universe, Tess doesn't deserve the happiness. Tess doesn't deserve it. No. How dare he? Ugh. Anyway. And also we see that he met Doll. So he knows what Doll looks like in their universe. But he never introduced himself because he didn't even check. He didn't even go. Like, I would have been like, have you ever heard of Kukul? And if like they respond like, wait a minute, did you hop universes? You know, and they'll be like, or if they go, you mean Google? You're like, I'm sorry, Google. You move on. Or just like, you know, anything, man. Anything. But, you know, he just moved on. But now we know what Dole looks like in this universe, which is something I wish they had also did. I mentioned that even if they just showed everyone sitting and showed their universal counterparts, that would have been good enough. And Pwen has decided to start his own studio called Friend Credits. Hell yeah. And he and Tilley are working on it together, and they're writing down, and Tilley admitted that he was in love with Pwen from the first time they met. And that is so sweet. That is so cute. Yeah, and I'm just like I kind of wish it just traveled to the other universe and showed like Tess and Tun talking about, or Tess or Tun talking about what's going on in their universe now. Something, anything. But I guess we got a taste of it, and now we're gonna see Jimmy Left C. Pwen is something else. I'm glad we got some lovely moments between them in this episode, because I was like, the drama is, I guess, good, so we can see them last. And now of course we have the Lay's ad. I love how a lot of shows are talking about same-sex marriage now, and the fact that this is in the Lay's ad portion of the show is really cool as well. Where did that picnic blanket come from? He just went and sat down on a picnic blanket and started eating people's food. It's always the noodles. Like, yeah, these Lays taste just like these noodles. I love that more and more Thai BLs are talking about marriage equality. I love it. I'm here for it. And keep it coming. Keep it coming. I'm loving it. So I was kind of confused for a second, because, you know, usually they show you what's going to happen next week. And because, of course, this is the final episode, I'm expecting, you know, a new show, something. And they show Not Me. And I'm like, but I already watched that, didn't I? And I was confused. Then I remembered, oh, yeah, the rerun. They're doing a rerun of Not Me on GMM TV. So what do I think of Vice Versa? I truly love it. I truly enjoy it. I love I like slow burns just as much as I like the quick jump in one romances. I loved Jimmy in this. I think he has, I've said multiple times, he has main character energy, and he does really well with the main character, and he really did carry the show very well. C also did an amazing job. I liked them both. I've said my complaints throughout all of the reviews of what I really think should have been done with the show to make it even better. Pause. This is a Inside Vice Versa is playing. Should I add that to the playlist? The whatever the thingies that show you what's going on, because I don't usually watch them. The behind the scenes and stuff, or I'll watch the short clips of them. I don't always watch the full behind the scenes. But yeah, I already said my complaints of what I really think could have been done to really elevate the series. And I stand by those. I really like the show. I really do. I really loved it. Out of 10, what would I give the series as a whole? I think this is a good solid 8 out of 10, even with my complaints, because at the end of the day it was definitely enjoyable, and I was rooting for the main characters throughout the entire thing. They gave us the drama of Tess. Man, this man just effing up lives. I don't care if he did better when he went back to his universe. He should have done better for Tilly, and that is all. He should have done better for Tilly. Yeah, I love the series. I really do love it. Would I rewatch this? I don't know yet. I think I have to wait and see if I do start from the beginning and rewatch the whole thing. Because a lot of series have me like rewatching from the first episode. You know what? Yeah, I would rewatch this. I do think this has good rewatchability. Yeah, this is definitely rewatchable. This is definitely something that I would say would be an okay introductory BL to someone who's never experienced BL. This might be an okay introductory one because of the universal travel aspect. Someone who likes sci-fi, I guess, might like that. Is it sci-fi or is it supernatural? Which one is it? They're traveling to a different universe, so I want to say it's sci-fi. I have my complaints, like I said, and most of my complaints are more about a lot of the what I felt was kind of lazy and could have been explored more, because there's a lot they really could have explored more, and I don't feel like they did well on that. But other than that, loved it. Love the show. I'm so happy for Jimmy and C. I think they did an amazing job. The entire cast did an amazing job, and I cannot wait to see where everyone in the show goes from here. And of course, we know the guy who plays what's his name, Neo? Him, that dude, he's also in The Eclipse. He is definitely a side character darling. He's killing these side characters. And I can't wait for him to get a main character role as well, because I liked him in Fish Upon the Sky. I like him in The Eclipse. He was one of the few people I liked in My Tea, 'Cause You're My Boy. Well, actually, I liked all of them. It was just a really bad show. It could have been so much better, because Drake is my boy. Frank is so adorable. So yeah, it was really just production on that. But yeah, I want to see him lead his own series. I want to see what he would do as a main character of his own series, and not just the older brother of the main character with his own second storyline. Who else would I want to see from this more of? I mean, they've all been in different shows and everything, and they've all done really well in those other shows. I'm thinking of all the side character guys. I definitely want to see more of C. Definitely want to see more of Jimmy. I think he's killing it. He's definitely killing it. And of course, and Anon are and Anon. Is definitely leading man. I can see it, like from the first instance I saw him. I could tell, like, yo, this kid is gonna go places. I hope, fingers crossed, he's going to be leading man like forever. Like, as he gets older, get some more mature roles, do some like storylines in a workplace, or some sci-fi, some this and that. He can definitely kill it in the acting game. So I can't wait to see where goes. He's got this. He's got this. So yeah, this show definitely had a really good cast that brought viewers in, because these guys are killing it. They're doing very well. I enjoy it very much. I enjoy the show very much. Can't wait to see where everyone goes from here. And I loved all the little cameos as well. The cameos were adorable. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to this episode of Time for BL. I hope you have a wonderful morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night. Whatever it is, wherever you are. Bye.